Hi, hello, welcome to stream. Hi, hello, welcome to stream.
Nice.
Hi, hello, welcome to
Nice.
stream.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Hi, hello, welcome to stream.
Nice. Nice.
Hi, hello, welcome to stream.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Chat, I'm sorry, that took
Nice.
so long. I'm here to get dailies and leave? Okay. Yeah, I ended up having to do the dishes super fast. I did not know that they weren't.
Nice.
Dear Nameless, trailblazing must be tiring.
Alright, let's get our dailies done and do currency wars first.
Hi, hello, welcome to stream.
So there's an online event? I mean... I guess we're gonna go beat up some enemies.
Soaring above the land.
I need to,
This is permanence!
Wanted to doubt farewell.
Future will come.
Serenity is before me. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
For tomorrow.
Wanted to doubt farewell.
Future will come. Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn. Quench the flames of blood.
It's like for the web event or whatever, I need to like clear a cow.
Branded with strife. Empty shell. Sun tear the sky. Quench the flames of blood. Is that all? Remember agony. Hail the new dawn. I'll never yield. So without substance. All stars burn to ash.
Serenity is before me.
My purpose is Earth shatters, heaven trembles. Trust me, we can do anything.
I'm not sure if I'll use Elation Trailblazer. Cause wait, can we use? I feel like. I know I didn't use all of them, but I'll do that off stream. I don't want to bore you guys. Okay, but this break effect's high here. Which one is it that has the shitty ones? My link rope is what I need. Okay. So there's like this online event. I do really want her thing. So messages, Robin. I love when Robin's like, oh, I just like, you know. Sent you some tickets. This is a side quest, I believe. I was correct. Why is Mr. Yang in my room? I skipped the dialogue. Oh, so we're a streamer now.
No, I can't put Yowie. Wait, can I put Yuri? I can put Yuri, but I can't put Yowie? Damn.
Of course, wife. It's an idle game too. Perfect. I can go get ice cream while you guys watch this. No, I could draw too.
My turn.
One second, chat. I gotta text my twin my grocery list. I will be right back. Use our ultimate.
Are made to be broken.
Watch this awesome move.
Nice.
Fancy a coffee?
Fighting is
Himiko.
meaningless.
Yeah. You have to idle on it or you can't progress. Oh. That's fun. Yeah, I decided to do the Yes! Turn on the auto battle, finally. What Pokemon? Oh, this? I guess.
Are made to be broken.
Yeah, but
This
that's
awesome
alright.
move.
Alright, I'll be back.
Hi, hello, welcome to stream.
I've returned. Haven't you seen that they added a speed up in Plan Arcadia like in Furious Flying Pig? I did not, because I have done nothing. I nervy. He was doing Pokemon? No. Oh, you mean... Yeah, huh? I forgot I could level up characters.
Try that again. Try that again.
Silverwolf made them? That sounds delightful.
Are made to be broken.
Watch this awesome move. Try that again.
I am really enjoying this. Can I draw now? Yes. Hello, Dan Hung.
Leave the rest to me.
Hello, Welt. I am actually really enjoying this game mode. I like the game modes like this. They are quite Madame Herta is an absolute genius. Madame Herta is unparalleled.
Are made to be broken. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. Stand down.
Okay.
Stand down.
I love all the stupid comments that they're doing it.
Stand down. Stand down. Stand down. Rules are made to be broken. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. Stand down. Stand down.
Okay. Let's go do currency wars. Well, Divergent Universes first. Ordinary Revelation. I guess we're doing these because it's new.
Light up the dark.
Well, that sucks. If I had more cosmic fragments, I could have bought all of those, but oh well.
That looks like a tough one. Let me test the
A
waters
will
first.
of Methurin. A day of peace.
Light up the dawn.
Mountains roar. Dragons rise!
Trust me. We can do anything! This mortal.
Watch over you. Guide
I
you on your
forgot I
path.
need to build Robin. I
Dragons,
haven't even touched her.
obey soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
It's time to temper myself for tomorrow.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles.
I'm on it.
As is written.
No other choice but my future will come.
Dead. Hello, Herto. What do you have for me? That's not what I pressed. So many new curios that I can't purchase.
Light up the dawn.
Sorry, I did not mean to fucking, you know, put a cataclysm over your head, but okay. Eight out of 13.
That looks like a tough one. Let me test the
I'll
Dan, let that bitch up.
heaven trembles.
I'm fine. I choose you.
Serenity is before me.
Future
I don't
will
like
come.
creepy double accident looks, by the way.
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn.
What do you mean it has like a whole ass
Quench the flames with blood.
spine sticking out? That shit is weird,
Granted with
though.
stripe. Sun tear the sky. I will walk to the end with all your wills. Is this also a...
There we go. Because the more curios I get, the more jades I get. Because each curio you discover is 50 jades, so...
A will of metal. Day of peace. Light up the dark. Mountains roar, dragons rise. Earth shatters,
Alright.
heaven trembles.
Beat its ass.
Do it.
Born to doubt farewell.
Future will come. Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn. Adjusting organic biomass. Is that all? Order, replicate. Quench the flames with blood. Capturing, initiating bite, mutation. Is that all? Her agony. Execute. Devour. Is that all? Order, disassemble. Is that all? Sun, tear the sky! So without substance. Adjusting organic biomass. Is that all? Swarm passing through. Hail the new dawn. Empty shell. Collection terminated. Amphorius will welcome a true dawn.
Alright. Now let me out. Release me!
Misery and bliss. The same no matter where you go.
I thought I could collect all of them. Alright, let's do an actual round. Some of these are just so easy with finding. So I just walk through and kill them. I'll go with board this time. Oh, I'm injured.
That looks like a tough one. Let me test the waters first. Light up the dawn. I'll stand in their way.
I don't have any healing.
Dragons, soaring above the lands. This is permanent! This watch over you and guide you on your path. Earth shatters, heaven trembles. Tomorrow! Where's the new end? Future could come! Trial is fitting. Serenity is before me. Existence is of no good. Tomorrow! Corpses consume me. Sun tear the sky!
Nice.
Light up the dawn.
Love this. I didn't know there was an ability to like redraw, which is kind of crazy to me.
Pretty good luck.
Okay. Oh, hang on, chat. I'll be right back. Sorry, chat. My twin wanted to know what seaweed I wanted. Bro. I swear to God.
Light up the dark.
Stop hitting the E button. Oh my God, bro. Boss time.
That looks like a tough one. Let me test the waters first. Trust me.
Alright.
We can do
Literate.
Soaring above the lands. This is permanence! Watch over you and guide you on your path.
tomorrow.
Mountains move, dragons rise!
A new end. Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn. Quench the flames of blood. Yes, that all. Yes, that all. Yes, that all. Her agony. Sun, tear the sky. So without substance.
Thank you. Reward, please. And now we can finally be done.
A day of peace.
A will of metal.
Light up the dawn.
Earth's shadows come in trouble. Mountains move, dragons rise! Soaring above the lands. This is permanence!
You can do it.
Doubt farewell. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn. Empty shell. Sun, tear the sky. So without substance. Is that all?
Did I win?
The new dawn. Quench the flames with blood. Is that all? Her agony!
Oh, chat, there's a free game on Steam.
To ash.
Forget.
Future will come. Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Sun tear the sky. So without substance. You dog.
There it is. That ugly son of a bitch is dead. And I have been released. No. Because you can't have support. I thought. I don't have Cyrene. Since when? What the fuck? Since when? That's crazy. Maybe when I feel like it. Bro, you think I remember that shit? I don't fucking remember nothing. I don't remember shit, bro. I don't remember it at all. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna start the new story. And I am gonna
After defeating
skip the recap.
misery and bliss, the same no matter where you go.
Wait, did you hear that? The moon just spoke.
I'm not hearing things, am I? The Master of Elation is here?
Hurry, make a wish. It might actually come true.
Hang on. This isn't right. Is it? Oh, that winking moon up there in the sky. It just spoke. For real. Oh, hey, it wasn't just me, was it? You heard that too, right?
Bye, heels.
I heard it too. That's why I came straight back for you. The winner of these Phantasmoon games shall inherit all, which means... Precisely. Aha has raised the stakes.
Are you serious?
Every time a path has vanished or been absorbed, the cosmic turmoil has lasted for dozens of Amber eras. The transfer of an eon's divine authority. How could that ever amount to a mere wager?
It's gonna be Silver Wolf or some shit.
Basically, unless what the Phantom Moon said is some cruel joke or a play on words, once the games are over, a new god will be born. One of unknown identity, unknown morality, and unknown purpose. They won't be a guest with a 1-minute pass to the Elation theme park. They will be its new owner. They may spread good fortune and steer the great wheel of the cosmos toward hope. Or they may be a god of utter malice, mocking all who stand against the destruction, intent on dragging the universe into an abyss of despair.
You mean a pessimist sees a half-empty glass, but an optimist sees a half-full one. I knew you were an optimist, just like me. Besides, there's no way the Eon of Elation would let their authority fall into unworthy hands, right? Right? Right?
No way! It's Baseball, Raccoon, March Bunny, and he...
I couldn't even get it to...
Whoa. Where did all...
Hey, that declaration the Phantom Moon mentioned was about you, right? What?
You should just hit it with your bat! You smash anyone who stands in your way with that...
The way they say it makes you... Uh-oh. You don't think that fight with the...
Come on, isn't that basically your trademark? You be...
Oh! Epic. Are you brain dead? One wrong move from them.
Son,
Yo! When you become...
We should get away from this mess. Let's head back.
Why do people always over-exaggerate the Astral Express cruise bullshittery?
You're back. Himiko messaged me. She filled me in on the Star Rail Fest and the Phantom Moon's declaration. Things really are changing fast.
To prevent the divine authority from falling into the wrong hands, the supplicants may go to any lengths now with their tactics and actions. After all, in most people's minds, they alone are the ones best suited to wield power. Right or wrong has little to do with it. Such is the nature of human will.
I mean, that is fair.
Yeah, and that may be exactly what the Phantom Moon wishes to see. A spectacular, head-on battle of ambitions.
Yes and no, but like the thing is...
Communication request to the Astral Express. Accept transmission?
So, here's the thing that confuses me about it. A lot of their endeavors and stuff they have to lie about, like with Cocolia, because they didn't want to tell Belavogians the truth. Penacony, they had to lie about literally having a fugitive on their fucking train, like... Amphorius was a whole other ballpark, like, so to me it's just like, people have this sense of they're different, but it's like, ugh.
It hasn't been long since we parted, and here I am disturbing you once more. My sincerest apologies.
Please, there's no need to apologize. Given the urgency of this transmission, Madame Pearl, I assume you wish to discuss the Phantom Moon's recent declaration.
Nothing manipulates people's emotions quite like that moon in the sky. A permanent handover of divine authority. It is unprecedented.
I can't help but wonder whether some malicious presence lurks behind the Phantom Moon. Still, who else but the Elation themselves could wield such control over it?
In any case, the Phantom Moon's speech has made the public realize that the power to create a god is in their hands. Their emotions, and perhaps even their wish power, are swelling to historic levels. The Department of Aberration Defense even detected a surge of agitation and unrest among the Imaginae. When normal people believe power rests in their hands, their decisions tend to grow more radical and reckless. Please, be careful, and make sure to protect yourselves.
So we beat up Sparksy, so she's out of the running, question mark? Then we also beat up the Daybreak Squadron, so that's 3 more. There's what, 12 supplicants? So that's 4 total? Sorry, 5 total. There's 5 from Daybreak Squadron. We know Sunday's 6. He doesn't want to become a god. He already tried that shit. He's like, I don't want to do that shit again. Pearl is 7. 8 is Ashvale. 9 is going to be, that bitch from the Smiling Group. I know it is. Like, she's crazy. 10 is us. 11 is probably pink-haired bunny girl who isn't a bunny, but actually a fox or whatever. And then 12 is... who else? Silver Wolf. Oh, wait. Bunny Girl isn't one. It's, Blade. Probably.
Correct. It would be the media and public relations department has been monitoring public sentiment. At present, speculation and criticism regarding the Astral Express are surging.
I've seen it online myself. Following the commentary program on TV has been claiming the Express's adventures, or many believe the Astral Express is oppressing the local heroes. And
What the?
These narratives are undoubtedly being amplified by media platforms steered by Full Wish. I've received a report from the Security Bureau. They tell me that many fans of the Daybreak Squadron have been reinforced security in case agitators attempt to storm the station. That much is certain. Still, given the current, I sincerely hope that the Phantom Moon's declaration will not disrupt the goodwill between us. A greater danger still stands before us. Affairs demand my attention, so I must excuse myself. Should there be further
I really hope
developments,
Pearl is
I will
playable.
keep
She's
you
like the only
apprised.
character I really want right now.
What do you make of the current situation?
We need to take action and put a stop to Full Wish before things get even worse. Even if I'd never joined the Phantom Moon Games, I'd still make this decision. We cannot allow her to deceive and poison innocent people in the name of happiness.
agreed. Given the likelihood of Full Wish acting unpredictably, we should confront her with everything we have. That reminds me, I've been wondering, the happiness surgery taps into the power of abundance, yet Full Wish seems perfectly normal. Just, how did she get her hands on something so dangerous?
Perhaps it's the lingering poison left behind by the previous Herald of Death.
This is yeah.
15 years ago, the monster who turned living flesh into his artwork would, in the heat of combat, slip into bouts of frenzied elation and delirium. The murderous mark he left behind, the bloody bloom, was no mere delusion. According to his interrogation transcripts, he claimed to witness a brilliant golden tree, promising him everlasting life. He claimed that in his hallucinations, the golden tree's branches coiled around him, drowning him in frenzy and pleasure. He wanted its blossoms to bloom before all, and to bring about that miracle, he was willing to slaughter without restraint. In hindsight, it's clear that the Herald of Death was a supplicant who bore the power of abundance. The tragedy he orchestrated in plain Arcadia ultimately forged another version of himself. Full Wish. Right now, in plain Arcadia, how many have undergone the happiness surgery and turned into potential abominations of abundance? It's a terrifying thought. Full Wish. What has happened to you over the years? Hiding behind these innocent people. What are you really trying to accomplish? I need more information about this junior of mine. I plan to head to Graphia Academy. Care to join me? If we're to investigate Full Wish, we need to examine the traces left behind from the Herald of Death incident that took place during the last Phantom Moon Games. The recollections of teachers and the student records sealed away by the school. We're bound to find a vital clue there.
Honestly, though, this story has gotten quite interesting. I'm genuinely
If you're set, let's...
confused about the whole abundance being brought back, because that was like a Shienzo Lofu thing.
Well, after that so-called Dream Campus experience, we've ended up back at Graphia Academy. It's almost like revisiting the place after graduation. Wait a minute. This nostalgia isn't an after effect of the Sparksy virus, right?
Don't worry, March. The Department of Aberration Defense conducted a comprehensive disinfection of the campus.
That's a relief. The last thing I need is to be mid-investigation and suddenly morph into some hopping, dancing mushroom rabbit. Speaking of which, where should we begin our investigation into Full Wish?
I mean, the archives would probably be the best option.
It's only appropriate that we obtain permission from the Dean before proceeding with the investigation. 15 years have passed, but there should be a backup of the student files, work logs, or visitor records, and only he knows where they're stored. Let's go then, to the Dean's office.
Say yes?
Get over yourself. I'm not doing classroom cleaning duties for you.
Ah, so that's what those are. I found it. Hello, Himiko's father.
Himiko! There you are at last. The news said you got into a huge fight with those, what are they called? Warriors at the Floating Isle exhibition. And then you disappeared. Now, let me see. You're not hurt anywhere, are you? I sent you a dozen messages, and you didn't reply to a single one. Do you have any idea how worried I was? But seeing that you've come to tell me you're safe in person, I'll let this slide. If you're really so preoccupied, a message or a call would do, you know. Ah, it's you two. I saw you on the news as well. Valiantly fought, huh? These Megatron warriors don't know who they're messing with. To think they dare challenge my daughter's subordinates.
Well, now it feels like we're the underlings of Warlord Himeko or something.
In any case, I'll leave Himeko in your hands. Please try to keep her out of combat.
Stop! Every time you and he get together, the conversation somehow drifts completely off course. I'm fine. I'm good. Your daughter's no porcelain doll. We came here to...
I know. I understand. You didn't come as my daughter. Rather, I am currently speaking to the navigator of the Astral Express. But tell me, has there been progress on the new Herald of Death case? I wasn't expecting the questioning to come in rounds.
In rounds?
The Department of Aberration Defense also sent someone here before you. They inquired about Fullwish. But regrettably, I truly don't know how to answer. On one hand, I wasn't here 15 years ago. On the other, she is still considered one of our school's distinguished alumni. I'm aware that you're involved in the investigation too. So, I compiled the pertinent documents ahead of time. I hope they'll be of use to you.
Imagine naming your kid Dick Rider.
Thank
That's
you,
fucking insane.
Mr. Ryusuke.
Go ahead. The files are inside the archive room. Take whatever materials you need. You're always welcome. Other than the archive room, you could also try talking to Miss Dolly. She's the longest-serving faculty member here and likely knows the most.
Then we'll try the archive room. Let's go, you two. Thank you, Dad.
We should be able to find the archive room and Miss Dolly around... in the Genesis classroom, right?
What is this? Why do you have a key? I don't have a key. No, I wanna...
Oh my goodness,
Miss Dolly, please forgive me for not coming to see you sooner. I've been back for a while now, but this is the first
but like,
chance I've had
this
to come
guy...
see you.
This guy is a little...
Don't worry about it. I'm simply happy that you cared enough to visit. I must apologize about the mask you entrusted me. In the end...
Please, I can't thank you enough for safeguarding the mask all those years.
Look at you. You haven't changed a bit. You and your friends look like you're in a hurry. Is there something you need to attend to? Foolish. The school organized a fundraiser for her back then. I still remember how she bowed again and again with tears in her eyes at everyone who helped. Poor girl. Though she was lucky to have survived, her parents didn't make it. There were rumors flying around the school saying she had something to do with the Herald of Death. Otherwise, why would she be so lucky? She's the only one who survived. What a bunch of scoundrels. She had good grades and a good heart. And becoming famous, she often came back to visit the school and sponsored a number of scholarship projects.
Speaking of which, do you know anything about what happened to her after she graduated from school?
I heard she went somewhere beyond the sky to further her studies after graduation. She had the chance to work for the Interastral Peace Corporation, but chose to return home and take over Seafell TV instead, which was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Somewhere beyond the sky. Mr.
I never heard. However, she pushed out many projects after taking
Did she go to fucking what's it called?
And managed to expand
Hishiatsu
their
Lofu.
business to the whole of Plain Arcadia in just a few years. That is all I know.
Thank you, Ms. Dolly, for your intel.
From the math teacher that the gym teacher is sick again.
The new Herald of Death, he's not coming.
What are you? I heard he murdered.
Hundreds.
If we help the Express gang.
Interesting. Oh, so now we'll start getting the Shadow of Elation. There it is. I was about to say, where is the... Probably, because if she knows about the abundance, she had to have left Plan Arcadia. That shit did not come to Plan Arcadia. I actually have to do this.
Causes.
Casterus, Archer, Sparkle, Tribby. That's stupid, I need a healer. Gotcha. For this one, I'll do Saber, Linen, Trailblazer, Remembrance, Sunday. Nope, I need something. I forgot I have to do this.
Be careful. There's something unsettling.
Watch this.
Emerge from your cocoon.
This is support.
Is it coming? I feel like let's go.
Eternal sleep, the dead return!
The game is on. You're spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Return to dust. May death protect
I'm so excited. I get to meet Hayden in person. There's a convention that is within a relatively decent driving distance from my train station that I can go. And I'm so excited. I saw the ad on Instagram and I'm like, Hayden's going there? That's so sick.
Receive divinity.
Embrace a new life.
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
Yeah, I'm so excited to meet them. I have been looking forward to meeting them for 2-3 years now.
You chose the wrong enemy.
May death protect us! Root here.
Let's play for a while. Deliver warmth.
As you wish. Root here.
Feeling spiffy?
Receive divinity.
Let's play. How can you find the answer?
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
I might actually want to bring Archer for this.
Life is not as you wish. Embrace a new life. May death protect us! Root here.
I'll see you off.
Watch closely.
Yeah, I think end battle and finalize, yeah.
Be careful. There's something unsettled.
While I don't mind Chibi, I just need more damage, and Archer is doing that for me.
Be careful. There's something unsettled ahead.
Feeling spiffy?
Please cherish as you wish.
Receive divinity.
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
You chose the wrong enemy. Bloom.
Oh god, Archer's kind of overpowered. Fuck.
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
I'll go easy this.
Root here.
Nothing major.
Yeah, 50 out of 277. He needs more crit damage.
Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
As you wish.
Receive divinity.
Embrace a new life.
Can you find the answer?
May death protect us!
Yeah. Yeah. I'm streaming, by the way. Beat his ass, beat his ass, beat his ass. Beat his ass, beat his ass.
Life is not as you wish.
Bro. Oh no, I'm not. Totally not.
Can you find the answer?
Oh. Oh wait, shit, I'm dying. Goddamn.
Receive divinity. Repay.
Root here. Embrace a new life.
Death defying lady, this little hourglass bitch.
May death protect us!
No, I'm just doing it. It's smart.
The dead return! Nothing major.
Can you find the answer?
Yeah, no, I gotta get more. I'm trying to see if he'll bark because I don't want to.
As you wish. Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
Receive divinity.
Root here. As you wish.
Bloom. The dead return!
I like Archer. Archer does big peaky damage.
Feeling spiffy?
Embrace a new life. May death protect us! Root here.
Nice. Okay. There we go. One side down. Bye.
Banish your fears and advance without wavering resolve.
A will of Methlin.
A day of peaceful repose.
Light up the dark.
There we go.
Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
This is being in sync. We can do it! We'll overcome the force and doubt farewell. No other choice but forward. The future could come.
This is this one boss kind of keeps me.
Trust me. We can do anything. For tomorrow.
Damn. Alright, let's go beat her ass. Yeah, I was gonna say, no way that doesn't at least get it.
Finish them.
Yeah, I want to go through a whole cycle before I do find it. Why is someone abortion? That's so. I actually never have seen that before, but apparently that's what she does in this battle. I don't think I've ever gotten to the. That's just how I guess it works. I never actually got to the point where it does that to them before, so. So, she just turns him into one. Yeah, it's a really interesting boss mechanic because I honestly didn't expect that. Nice. And I beat her ass. Yeah, that is all I've got because you're dead. Oh, yeah. So I could do the fourth version, but I never actually get past that. I die too fast, so... I'm not losing this crit damage piece. It's too good. that is actually better. For her specifically. Oh yeah, Finan is like OP.
We have all the clues we need. And the club
The atmosphere in this archive.
It was like this 15 years ago as well. The archives tracked all academic. There's a lot of data stored here. Aside from what my father organized for us, if possible, keep an eye out for clues regarding Full Wish's life, dabbling in technology related.
Is this... There's... The school's annual for 3 consecutive... The IPC has severed formal caution regarding a student's non-compliant hairstyle.
Interesting. Ah, 1984.
Garden Star of Botanical Study. Miss Dolly mentioned that Full Wish went beyond the sky to
Bro,
study
imagine like
after
she ends up
graduation.
learning it from like, I don't fucking
Turns
know,
out this
someone
is where
we
she
know,
went.
and it's like
Let's
she
go chat
twisted
with
it
the
into
others.
something bad, and we're just like, girl.
Well, did you find any? Garden Star of Botanical Study? It appears to be a greenhouse world located within the Consternation Star Zone. Oh, found it. Its property ownership is registered under a specific school within the Intelligentsia Guild. Strange. The name of the school is encrypted. I've heard conspiracy theories claiming the Herald of Death from 15 years ago was actually someone from the IPC. Given the great lengths the IPC went to in wiping away all traces after the incident, perhaps the rumors are true.
Full Wish was hurt by the Herald of Death. Yet after studying in an institution funded by the IPC, she became a suspect in the new Herald of Death incident.
Yeah, like where did she?
You mean she created the happiness surgery after studying on that greenhouse world?
There's no other explanation.
It's certainly possible, but the information is still too vague to make any judgments. I'm more inclined to think that after witnessing the power of the Herald of Death, she resolved to uncover the truth behind it. That's why she went to another world to study after graduation. But is the knowledge she gained in just a few short years enough to create the happiness surgery? If the power of the abundance used in the happiness surgery stems from the Herald of Death's lingering poison, would the IPC, who have tried to hide this in every way possible, really be unaware of her actions? There are too many things here that an ordinary scholar simply couldn't achieve. Perhaps I should contact her as a fellow alumna and have an open, honest talk.
Contact Full Wish as her senior? After all this time, would she even want to see you?
I don't know. Back then, I had taken a leave of absence from university due to health issues. So I was doing some idle work at my father's school to clear my mind. Full Wish would occasionally run to the library to slack off. She and Belle always appeared together, helping me organize newspaper clippings and library cards, all while chattering on about classmates' crushes and the latest gossip.
I can't really imagine Himiko being so young.
They didn't treat me like a patient who needed special care, nor did they treat me like the dean's daughter. We often shared snacks brought from home and secretly dug out the school's collection of ancient books and paintings to admire them. Full Wish, she was the model student, always knowing a little more than everyone else. Her questions
hang
often
on.
the textbooks, pushing past the boundaries of what someone her age should know. When she looked through those illustrations of
Sorry, my dad
imagining,
wanted to steal one of my
her eyes would always sparkle. I could feel the passion in her eyes, and an unspeakable sense of loneliness. If she still remembers our old friendship, she will meet me. Full Wish is walking a dangerous path right now, and the deeper someone walks into the abyss, the more they crave the recognition and understanding of old friends. I want to ask her myself, why has the happiness she pursues become an illusion that can only be maintained by a taboo surgery?
I mean, that's kind of like a good point. Why would you want surgery that has to be maintained?
Me too.
Thank you. And thank you for your investigation. By the way, before we leave the school...
You mean that?
What is happening?
so sorry. I just couldn't finish tidying up the ribbons, and now I've dragged you into staying this late.
Don't worry about it, Belle. It was my turn on duty today anyway.
Himeko? Is this?
What is
yes. In this imaginated classroom, the after images of the students from 15 years ago still linger.
Tomorrow is the school anniversary. I wonder how lively it will be. They've invited parents here. Will your parents be coming? Oh, Full Wish?
That's Full Wish from her youth.
Yeah, Dad already took time off. By now he's probably out on the streets with Mom, picking out formal wear. If it's my daughter's performance, we have to dress to the nines. That's just like him. He always loves making those kinds of jokes.
Then
There won't be a show anymore, Belle. Because unexpected guests have arrived. Everyone from the Astral Express and Himeko. I didn't expect to meet you here. Did you enjoy yourselves at Star Rail Fest? Did you grant those smiling kids their wishes and bring joy to everyone?
Full Wish.
Himeko, you recognized me at just a glance. I thought Himeko was at school like the rest of us that day. When I saw Belle lying in a pool of blood, when I was crushed under the collapsed wall and unable to breathe, the thought crossed my mind. Poor Himeko. If you had met the Herald of Death with that delicate frame of yours. But who would have guessed? You're alive and living quite well. You became the navigator of the Astral Express, roaming freely beyond the sky, just like the three of us used to talk about in our chats. Your dream came true. Congratulations are in order. Himeko, do you know 15 years have passed? And my wounds have mostly healed. Regrettably, there are some scars and emptiness that time can never heal. Look around. Even here, even with these phantoms, their seats are still empty. Belle, Leon, Ziania.
Save me from zombies! Sorry, I shouldn't
so
be.
many others. 15 years have passed, and I've learned that time isn't a cure. It's a shroud, binding itself around me, layer upon layer. So I made a decision. I'm going to tear it open. I'm going to let everything bloody and unforgettable beneath it see the light of day again.
See the light of day? You were a victim of the Herald of Death, only to become the second Herald of Death yourself? You intend to use a power you can't possibly comprehend to win the Phantasmoon games. How are you any different from that monster back then? From the monster that took your parents' lives?
Damn!
I'm sorry. I shouldn't compare you to that devil. You still have a chance. Stop this now.
Stop? I'm sorry. I don't quite understand what you're saying. I would advise everyone to think twice before making rash accusations. As a media professional, let me give you a piece of advice. From now on, when you're in front of a camera lens, at the very least, try not to look. We live in a world where we are constantly gazed upon and watched by others. This camera crew was originally prepared for my upcoming to the audience watching from your... You know my name. 15 years ago, with the tacit approval of the IPC and the Arcadia Council, the Master of Elation's divine ritual degenerated. You and I, the residents of this Arcadia, surrendered. We are surrounded by bizarre entertainment and stimulating gore. We soak all day in shallow, boring programs, achieving nothing. And now, we must live in fear of the unscrupulous atrocities of these supplicants from beyond the sky, forcing smiles as we applaud and cheer for them. Is this the happiness the god promised us? No! Absolutely not! The Master of Elation would never be deceived by miracles.
What the fuck
but
is
with
even
pain
happening?
And blood. What they desire to see, a heartfelt smile. Everyone, on that evening 15 years ago, what saved me right here. As the herald of death approached, they allowed me to escape with my life. They revealed my mission to me. I, Fullwish, survivor of the bloodstain. In this game, I shall... And then, I will make Himiko, don't frown. I will bring happiness to you too. I won't manipulate the Phantom Moon games. Like, we are in plain Arcadia. I'll give you a stage if that's what you want. I invite you all to a televised debate at Fullwish TV in Seafeld City. The invitation extends.
She is. She's using the media against us so that we look bad.
A plain Arcadian way?
You can refuse, of course. But then, remember, this isn't just an invitation. It is your only chance to defeat me. The stage is set.
Darn it! Are we just going to...
We are right in the middle of the cameras. Let's leave here and return to the...
Hello, everyone! Just moments ago, we received some shocking...
At the same time, Lady Fullwish has announced...
What a magnificent topic! At a time when supplicants from beyond the sky...
Dude!
With so many accidents happening, you really...
You got that right! Speaking of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago, Miss Fullwish herself was a survivor of... Now Miss Fullwish has joined the fray as a supplicant! She must be here to stop...
Will she be able to shoulder the wishes of all plain Arcadia and set this game right again after its...
Ugh, so shameless! Reporting news about your own station director on your own TV station? And you still have the gall to pretend you've received some shocking news? Don't you guys talk to each other?
I see. I ran a search. Seafeld City is a port town neighboring Duo-Mention City. Fullwish TV's predecessor, Seafeld TV, is located there. Looking at it this way, the televised debate is obviously nothing more than a diversion. So, what?
You're really going to the TV station?
I'll go. But not to debate. I'm going to tear off her, but before we act, I need more help.
Help? We can all...
Sparksy.
Ever since Sunday was dragged into the... However, I haven't heard of him making any public appearances either.
But what's the deal with finding Sparksy?
Whether Sparksy counts as our ally is a... Fullwish said that when loneliness trapped her in... Correct. If every fool has stepped into the tavern...
How we track down the clues about SparksyCon?
Sparksy. Well, This is certainly...
You just said, as for the brewing storm, whether the turmoil once again is the result of the laughter's mischief. What exactly was that supposed to mean? You mean to say the Joy Seeker wants to destroy the very rules they laid down? The game they wove with their own hand?
Come over here. This fox mask is a ritual instrument I once used in dance and music. It accompanied me across vast distances in search of an elixir of immortality, a mark of who I was in life. I've lost count of how long it has been since I last wore it since being enlightened and transplanted here. But here it is, presented upon the altar again, which means...
As the game's referee, you've been pushed onto the field. In this moment, you are now a supplicant.
I really thought she
For
wouldn't
over
be.
a century, I presided over a war game in which supplicants carved out their own
Asheville has
territories
3, which is interesting.
vied for supremacy, using the power of the masks. I've also hosted survival games where emanators took the stage to compete, invoking eonic powers to try and slaughter every last opponent in a single day. Whenever the Phantasmoon games are at risk of being suspended or disrupted, I will use the authority granted by the elation and the abundance to measure, judge, and punish any violators. I guess you could call me the security protocol for the Phantasmoon games. But now, someone has gone and designated me as a supplicant. It's utterly unheard of. Who else but the laughter could pull off something like this?
Perhaps some entity harboring a deep-seated hatred for the laughter?
Who could it be? Entities like that. I couldn't count them all even if I used my toes. I warned that jerk ages ago. Take a joke too far, and you're bound to make enemies. See? Instant karma.
Never mind who he is, or what he's after. We're here, now. So what do you plan on doing? Fortune rests upon misfortune, and misfortune gives rise to fortune. Becoming a supplicant isn't necessarily a bad thing. Wouldn't that allow you to step openly into this chaos and drag the puppet master into the light?
You're looking to team up with me? Team up with someone from the abominations of abundance that you Xianzhou people despise?
That's hardly appropriate. You're an ancient sacred tree. It's the furthest thing from an abomination of abundance, no?
Oh, your standards are certainly flexible. The hunt and the abundance. We really make quite the interesting pair. So, where do you plan on starting?
I'm surprised she's getting involved.
How
but...
about we start by freeing my friend in the tree?
Yeah, she is.
I nearly forgot about that. Chip away, little bird. I'll allow it.
General Yao Guang and Miss Fox, I've received some news that might interest you.
A happiness surgery that wipes away suffering. The power of abundance in this world is disgustingly excessive. It seems the most terrifying omen I foresaw may not originate from the Stellaron hunters, nor from plain Arcadia itself. This supplicant, called Full Wish, is also a dangerous variable.
If you can, I would ask that you direct your focus toward Seafeld City.
You want to take a trip to Seafeld City? It seems I'll have to use some
It
special
definitely
measures
is.
to shorten the journey.
Oh, this is the part I've been looking forward to the most. I've always been curious where exactly this secret court is located and what it connects to.
Xianzhou lady, let me show you this world's most impressive method of travel. Here we are!
Already.
Because naturally, we're taking the express to get where we're going.
All that
She's
build-up.
like, bro.
This is your idea of an impressive method of travel?
Well, what else? That's why I said you've definitely never seen this before. It's the Bulletworm Express. I bet you've never taken a ride on this.
You're the arbitrator of the Fantas Moon Games. For crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way of getting around?
You're a great general of the Xianzhou, for crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way to get around?
Fine, fine. For the first time in my life, I finally know what it feels like to be a fool.
Ding dong! The train bound for Seafeld City is arriving at the station.
Hey, you gotta...
That's the second.
Hang on. Oh, we're in a special map version. Okay. Ah, so now we get to go here.
You haven't said a word the whole way, Xianzhou Diviner. Are you mesmerized by the scenery? Or is there something in your divinations weighing on your mind?
After casting divinations 1,000 times, one may learn to keep a still heart. Yet, each foreseen omen of doom still clouds the inner lake with gathering shadows. That is why, before divining, I usually wipe clean my mind's eye to clear away stray thoughts, lest the outcome be disturbed.
Take a word of advice from someone slightly your senior. Maybe it's nothing new to you. If we treat every approaching calamity like a final reckoning, wouldn't an infinite lifespan turn into prolonged suffering?
Enjoy the present. Indeed. Yet, worldly joys are fleeting as morning dew, while our duties are as immovable as heavy mountains.
Diviners often miss the fun right in front of them because they foresee tomorrow's suffering. But have you ever thought about this? That so-called suffering of tomorrow might just be the poisonous fruit sown by you being terrified today. It is precisely because we know the ending that every scene along the way is so precious and unique, isn't it? Look at this harbor before us. When I first set foot here, all these streets, the fishing boats, the people, none of them existed. As far as the eye could see, there was only fire.
Burning spice.
The seas had been vaporized.
I feel like she
leaving
would be a
only
terrible
fractured
therapist for
seabeds
him
and ash
because
that
they'd
blotted
end up
out the
fighting
sun.
or some shit and he would throw a
The
chair at her.
demonic legions from beyond still hadn't departed. And the waves that would surge into Dovebrook had, in that moment, not yet arrived. Just on the mountain over there, a painter and I looked out at the iron red scars on the earth. She told me, that which vanishes is bound to return. She swore to use her brush to preserve everything claimed by the destruction.
It seems she succeeded.
And so, I too shall keep my promise to her, maintaining the course of the Phantom Moon Games until the sands of time slip away. With every descent into this game's cycles, I shall enjoy myself to the fullest. Like sipping tea, be it sweet or bitter, I shall savor the flavor of every instant. To do otherwise would be a disservice to the people and things that have passed.
To savor a fleeting moment against the backdrop of eternity. Naturally, the flavor is profound. A pity, though. Even as a long-life species, my time is brief compared to yours. As a Cienjo native, the karma I carry is far too heavy. I could never learn how to be as carefree as you. Miss Evanescia, what to you is a game to be savored, is a life and death reality for the living beings of plain Arcadia?
Alright then. Next up, I'm entering brooding and
Oh
edgy
yeah, I like
serious
her a
mode.
lot. I'm just never gonna pull for her because
That
she's a man.
won't be necessary. I shall use the Eye of Ishvara to divine the fates of the people in Seafeld City. If they face imminent, the rainbow surveys the heavens, perceiving 1,000 forms. Across the meridians of destiny, the Jade Abacus reveals its script. The celestial eye opens and shuts as calamity and fortune reveal themselves. Calamity looms overhead. The crimson slip is cast. Mr. Sunday will share my insight with you through the spirit bird, Miss Evanescia. Please, bear witness.
Is that their fate hanging over their heads?
Precisely. Come on, let's take a closer look. Odd. Why do these people have wheel slips hanging over their heads?
Astral Express! Boo! Get out of Seafeld City! Astral Express! Boo!
Oh, good afternoon.
Hey, Pops. You guys are grinning like it's a holiday festival, but your slogans sound so fierce. Doesn't that feel a bit weird?
We Seafeld folk pride ourselves on our manners. Even when expressing dissatisfaction, we do it with a smile. Now
We won't let anyone ruin this serenity!
Their emotions are so synchronized.
I think that they're all
It's like
brainwashed.
They rehearsed it. This kind of happiness feels like some compulsory routine.
Their smiles send shivers down my spine. Hey, wasn't it your Director Fullwish who invited the Astral Express crew here to debate? Shooing your guests away like this is hardly polite.
You!
What
You're
happened to
from the
Mizuki's
Astral
story
Express,
quest again?
Aren't you?
Hey, so do I really look that much like a nameless? It's not like I have a boarding pass stuck to my face.
You... What are you so happy about?
Just look at you, dyeing your hair like that at such a young age, instead of doing something decent with yourself. You're no better than that bunny on the Astral Express. Anyone could tell you're not from around here.
Hey, jerk! It's not dyed. And for the record, March Bunny is adorable. Wait, what happened to all those happy smiles on your faces before? How did you flip the switch so fast?
You people from beyond the sky. You just don't understand our happiness. If you keep causing trouble, don't blame us if we get nasty.
My apologies. My little sister is young and doesn't know better. We'll be on our way.
Who are you kidding? Sisters? You two aren't even the same species. Cause any more trouble and I'll call a whole boatload of Ploos to...
Fruits of a long journey.
I want to go swimming.
A melodious sound that soothes the soul.
Oh, maybe, but I don't really think so, because I just think that they all have had this probably happiness surgery thing, or they're infected by the abundance.
The sun is shining and the vibes are... You two look like visitors from afar.
Of course we're following it. It's not every day you see something this lively.
That's
Widespread concerns? Mr. Reporter, I suspect
judging motives as futile. But we want to be...
Oh, that's so deep! Many Seafelders feel that rather than any IPC vision of prosperity, it's the healing smiles, healing Arcadias proposed by Lady Fullwish that is the more grounded future we desperately need. What is your take on this?
If the happiness comes at the cost of stripping away the perception of all pain, then it calls into scrutiny just how authentic such a happiness really is.
Exactly. By that logic, eating candy until your teeth fall out counts as happiness too, right? I mean, hey, at least it tasted sweet.
That's a very vivid analogy. Finally, a hypothetical question. If you had to choose, do you believe the preservation defined by outsiders or the happiness advocated by Miss Foolwish better represents the future of plain Arcadia?
The real future has never existed within such a narrow dichotomy.
Dayu?
If you'll accept...
Wait, you're right, it is? Bro!
Thank you both for sharing. Have a wonderful day.
He's everywhere! I can't escape him! Go away!
All defensive answers, not a single morsel for us. This whole segment is wasted. Go find some citizen...
A wheel slip? This one's a lucky wheel, too.
Isn't that a good thing?
Welcome! Come try our
Why is it always Fullwish? Doesn't she work in media? What's that got to do with soda?
I can't spell for shit, chat. I did spell it right. Holy shit.
Oh, you're an outsider. You would know. Director Fullwish is Seafeld City's pride and joy. She grew up just a street over. She's a true daughter of Seafeld. Can you imagine? After that terrible disaster 15 years ago, that child lost her whole family. Just a little kid. Truly heartbreaking. But She did herself proud. She pulled herself through it all, relying on sheer grit and optimism. Full Wish TV, back then it was still called Seafeld TV, even produced a special documentary about her called A Smile Against Adversity. I can't even tell you how many people were touched by it. And now, despite all her success, she hasn't forgotten to bring happiness to everyone. It's just amazing.
Do you really feel happy right now?
Of course! Just look at how happy I am. It's all thanks to the Research Society of Happy Smiles and Miss Full Wish. She not only supports the local economy, but she's brought with her a positive attitude toward life. We can all be just like her. Forget about all those painful memories from the past and just be happy every single day. Well, if you ask me, only someone who's come from suffering like her can truly want what's best for all of us. She's the one who could deal with all those outsider supplicants running amok and bring glory to our people. Come on, why don't you try some? It's on the house. You simply have to experience the unique taste of happiness that we have here in Seafeld. Guaranteed to make you forget all your troubles.
This Full Wish really is something else.
And this is also a wheel.
That's a little sus. Why are they all wheels? You can't always have good luck. That's not how this works.
Bid farewell to painful memories and embrace the eternal now. Let the smile of happiness become your only truth. Follow Master Fullwish's path, embrace rebirth, and you and I can both
Rebirth is
become
kind of whack,
the
bro.
happiest people in this Arcadia.
How very strange. No matter how many times I perform the divination, the signs hovering above the passers-by in Seafeld City are all wheels, signifying peace. Is my Eye of Ishvar suffering interference from a supplicant's abilities here? But how is that possible?
I actually think your judgment is looking more and more likely. The pedestrians on the roadside, the fishermen at the port, the shopkeepers on the street, and the ones preaching happiness. From the moment I entered this port city, I felt it. Something stirring gently within them, resonating with the same essence I carry. This entity is far too faint. I can scarcely feel its strength. It was once shattered to nothing, crushed into powder, burned down to ash, nearly extinguished. But it has no concept of death, and so it simply went to sleep. It quietly lurks, waiting for the farmer to scatter it across the fields. Given time, it will inevitably wake up again.
I believe most people in this city must have undergone the happiness surgery. Just look at the spectacle the Smile Society is putting on over there.
At the courtyard, you once said,
a great calamity for some, but for others, perhaps a turning point leading to ultimate bliss. If there really is something that lets people survive apocalyptic disaster, then a wheel slip hanging above their heads would be only fitting. However, those who survive will no longer be human.
By that time, there won't be any need for a general of the Xianzhou to petition an audience. The gaze of the hunt will be firmly locked on this place. Follow me.
What's your plan?
My plan? As the referee of the Phantom Moon Games, former referee, I mean, when faced with a supplicant who blatantly breaks the rules and dispenses blessings on a whim, the only thing I can do is issue an executive ruling.
So, this so-called ruling, does it involve summoning a bolt of lightning from the sky to just zap Foolish dead out of nowhere?
It's nothing so violent. For my judgment, I must first retrieve the sacred instrument. Only by using it to measure the supplicant's crimes can we sever her power. It's like, a gardener pruning overgrown branches.
A melodious sound that soothes the soul.
We're almost there.
Attention visitors. Flowers. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy your visit. May the light keep you smiling.
Interesting.
Is this it? Hugh.
Hold your horses. We've still got a ways to go.
With all due respect, I get it. It's probably just an optical. Do you sing a little?
I'm no woof woof Dawn. I don't have that kind of skill. A long time ago, I raised a floating island right here for someone to paint. To prevent others from wandering in by mistake, I asked that artist to paint thick fog and woodland here, so passersby wouldn't stray inside. We made a deal. As long as I play my song, the fog will disperse.
Alright, before we continue, I need to use the restroom and put away dishes and stuff, so I will be back. I'm gonna say probably another 45 minutes of this anyways, and then I'm gonna go to bed, because I'm trying to get better sleep schedule. Heavens, okay? So, I will be back. forgot about my laundry completely and utterly until just about right now. So, give a guy a second, because I gotta get my kitty back in order. Yes, you spilled your disgusting food and water all over it this morning. Come here. And also serve you to eat. Yes, babe. It's eating. Cat is eating. All is well. All is well. Okay.
That's a cute puppy. Looks like it's taken a liking to you.
I'll just borrow this cutie's head for a sec.
Fuck is happening?
Let's go.
Okay, I did it.
What do you think? It's beautiful, isn't it?
Compared to the Yuchue scenery, I suppose it's more natural.
Would it kill you to pay a compliment?
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
My apologies. I didn't mean to mock. I was merely curious. Is this thing really the sacred instrument with which you pass judgment upon supplicants? Is it really just a literal ruler?
underestimate the spirit branch of true law. When it first appeared in the form of a blade 150 years ago,
Interesting.
it could cleave a mountain in half with a single effortless swing.
Miss Evanescia, let's keep such fanciful tales between us, shall we? Best not go spreading them around. If any of the Cosmicon Collective players find out, we'll never hear the end of their
I never expected a high-ranking Xianzhou general to be so well-versed in the gossip here on Plain Arcadia.
Such is the way of a diviner. To enter a place is to observe its local custom.
Same goes for us arbiters. Times change, and my babies have to change with them. Just picture it. A pretty girl in a school uniform, striding through the streets with a giant sword slung over her shoulder. You're right.
I see you are a law-abiding citizen, Miss
Are they
Evanescia.
flirting? They're flirting. Yes, flirting.
Now then, please, begin your measuring.
Weigh and sever this world, and engrave the laws of the cosmos. Spirit branch of true law, by the scale that adjudicates reality and illusion, truth and falsehood. Measure for me all sins beneath the Phantos Moon that transgress the law. What is going on? It's telling me Full Wish is not a supplicant. If she's not a supplicant, then there's no way to judge whether she's transgressed or not.
What do you mean? If Full Wish isn't a supplicant, why would she openly declare that she's joining the Phantos Moon Games? And that mask, back of the altar, shaped like an 8-legged creature. Just who does it belong?
Behind that mask, countless supplicants are wearing it. They're spread across all Sifu. No, all of Duo mentioned City too. Supplicants, they're everywhere. Not in the history of the Phantos Moon Games have I ever seen a situation like this.
So every person who's had the happiness surgery is considered a supplicant. That's insane.
General, someone is approaching your position. It's Dan Heng, and...
Dan Heng, you've returned. And Blade. Or perhaps I should call you by your true name. One of the Xianzhou's most wanted criminals, Yingxing. You've delivered yourself into my hands. Good.
General of the Yuchue, your vision remains confined within the laws of the Xianzhou.
Denon's like, boy, shut the fuck up.
I came here to kill our common enemy.
Our common enemy. You are the Xianzhou's enemy. Ever since you became a Stellaron hunter, you have slain countless emissaries of judgment sent by the Shuling Palace of Law to capture you. You even incited the artisans of the Juming to reforge your blade, entangling them in your crimes. But your most unforgivable crime is daring to break into the Ten Lords Commission restricted area on the Xianzhou Yuchue with your accomplices. You destroyed the Ashen Steelwood, disturbed the slumber of our valiant heroes, and stole the secrets of the dead. What kind of vision drove you to commit the countless crimes of your past? And what common enemy could possibly stand between you and me? By all means, enlighten me.
Oh? Well, I was in seclusion all these years. You've clearly been up to quite a lot. If I'd known you were such a magnet for trouble back when you came to the Juming, begging for a sword, I would have dragged you out of the forge and drafted you into my crew myself. tied up, if necessary.
And this would be?
A pleasure to meet you, General Yao Guang. It's truly touching that my friends on the Xianzhou have kept me in their thoughts for all these years. I never change my name, no matter where I roam. I am La Mancha.
You're obviously using a fake name.
What the fuck?
The head of the Galaxy Rangers. I didn't expect this trip to come with such a pleasant surprise.
General, I'm afraid old grudges will have to wait. What we need to discuss concerns the survival of this world, and that catastrophic calamity you foresaw in your divination.
I won't deny the crimes you've listed. But I know full well that the Xianzhou cares nothing for the life or death of someone guilty like me. What is to exact a blood debt from the nemesis who has repeatedly awakened demonic stars, summoned abominations, and could not be slain, you wish to subdue the emanator of the abundance, Shu-Hu once again, and even deny them rebirth for all eternity. And now, General, I have brought this opportunity before you.
Holy fucking shit, what? Shu-Hu? I was not expecting that.
If you are dead set on condemning me to answer for my crimes, I will submit to your judgment. But as I said, I did not come here today to play the savior. I came to stop the past from repeating itself, and to prevent our common enemy from having their way. General, if you do not want the fate of the Battle of the Fenghu from 30 years ago, the happiness surgery promoted by the Smile Society utilizes...
Yo, I fucking knew it! What did I fucking say? What did I say?
Acquired from an unknown source.
You mean everyone who underwent the surgery
have all become supplicants. Once the wish power converges, the will of the flesh will awaken and turn every host into nourishment.
The one wearing the 8-legged mask is not a single person. It is an emanator of the abundance.
This is insane. What the
and currently
fuck?
parasitizing the bodies of the masses here. Who on earth could have brought something so terrifying to plain Arcadia?
Oh, what innocence! We all saw it with our own eyes.
Yeah, you even went out of your way to set up a live stream for yourself. Afraid the whole universe would miss your heroic bearing, huh? A live stream.
I think it was her, but accidentally. When she was working on that research vessel, she might have gotten infected with the abundance and basically became a part of it. Or she did it on purpose. Either way. One of the two.
What do you mean, stolen? Can a supplicant's affairs really be considered? Yoo-hoo! If it isn't the Astral Express's famous look.
Did you get the invitation for the supplicant to...
My, oh my, talk about bad timing. My stream got banned, and the leader of the haters confiscated my supplicant. Seeing as you called, you clearly...
Answer me this question first. Is Foolish really a masked fool?
The tavern doesn't exactly register every fool's name and address. But having watched her stream, I believe she is. As for why, call it a kindred intuition. Just listen to our slogan. Healing smiles. Healing
Maybe.
Arcadius. That level of crazy? She's a certified fool. Most masked fools make a huge racket when they approach you. That, hey, look, I'm about to start some trouble vibe is impossible to hide. But Foolish is clearly the exception. Her brand of crazy is calm and sophisticated. Look at that haute couture getup she's wearing. It's worth 10 times a normal person's salary. Who'd have guessed a career woman with state levels of wealth who was always preaching social welfare?
I'd like to ask you to look into her background for me.
Now that's going too far.
Give me the intel on Foolish, and I'll return the mask to you.
Betrayal itself. That's the finest reward of all. Deal. Leave it to me. I'll contact you as soon as I get the intel. Foolish. Is there really someone like that among the masked fools? How come I'd never heard of her? Maybe we should ask Giovanni about her.
What? How far are you in the story right now?
Woohoo! Mr. Giovanni! Long time no see.
Miss Sparksy? You just looted Sparkle's entire inventory right from under my nose. How can you say long time no see? Please spare me. Just give me a straight answer.
Sparkle and I just had the reconciliation of the century.
Okay. Well, I'm not finishing it tonight, that's for sure.
I'm actually here to ask for some serious advice. I swear, my hands are squeaky clean.
Oh, do tell. Anything that can make you this serious must be fascinating.
I want to ask about someone. Foolish, the media tycoon who went on TV and invited all the supplicants. Is she really one of us? How come I've never seen her in the tavern?
I know of her, but I've never actually seen her in the tavern. If Foolish really is a fool, with all the people coming and going, surely she would have been mentioned. As for the storage area logbook, no, there's absolutely no record of her. Either she never stored anything here, or she used a fake name.
We're doomed. Even the well-connected Mr. Giovanni knows nothing about this lady.
Nice try. But goading won't work on me. Every fool sets foot in the tavern at least once in their life.
You mean the blood-stained games from 15 years ago? I get it. Maybe we should...
Please refrain from eating beef hot pot in the hallway. If you wish to dine, please invite...
Interesting.
Foolish. Found it. Happiness syntax. Hello? Hello?
Well, if it isn't Patient Zero of the Sparksy Con. To think the Department of Aberration Defense still hasn't locked you up. Heaven truly is blind. Because of you, I was planning to skip town and leave so. What's the...
Not me this time. It concerns...
Wait, you didn't actually buy that I'm a doctor. Forget it. This patient you're asking about? I remember them.
So, what kind of fool is Foolish?
Looking back through the history of this hospital, there are countless characters who've turned this place upside down. But to tear the ceiling off on her very first visit? She's truly one of a kind.
What exactly did she do?
Hard to imagine she was still just a 16-year-old back then. And yet, she wanted to smash the fool's mask she'd just received into smithereens.
Can a fool's mask be destroyed?
Of course not. Though you'd know a thing or two about abusing masks, wouldn't you?
Don't be ridiculous. I'd never be stupid enough to try and destroy my own masks. I just had to be heartless enough to abandon them.
The mask is part of the fool's self. Unless the fool is reduced to
I don't know
ash,
when to interrupt it.
how
Say
could anything
things.
happen to it? There were even some fools nearby rubbernecking who and the power that erupted when the mask shattered also left a crack in the hospital wall. Ugh. I spent several days peeling those bungling fools off the walls.
Whoa! Is this the crack? Dr. Zhongshan, what's inside?
Hard to say.
They went mad.
Yeah. Muttering to themselves.
Dangerous? Listen up, my dear Sparks heads. Sparks...
It's been 3 hours. I think I'm gonna end it here. Just so that I don't... Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 left. This is a shorter story. But yeah, just cause it's a lot for tonight and I don't want to keep going. Okay. Thank you all for coming. I'm gonna end here. Goodbye. We're gonna raid somebody.